A big factor in my decision to major in CS is my dad. He was a software engineer before he retired, and so my whole life I kind of grew up around that kind of environment. And I think my dad early on identified a lot of potential in me to succeed in computer science because I really liked problem solving, I liked doing riddles and puzzles, and I was really creative. So he was always kind of encouraging me to consider it. And then once I got into high school, I made the final decision to actually major in computer science because I participated in the Girls Who Code Summer Immersion Program, which is a 7-week-long program over the summer where girls learn to code. So we did stuff in Scratch, we learned Python, we learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and we did some robotics. Just being in that kind of environment, which really empowered girls to succeed in STEM, made me feel ready to major in CS in college as well. Press a button and it would randomly generate a ball of a random color, size, and velocity, and then it would bounce around the screen. It would hit the edges of the screen and then bounce and then keep going like that, and you could generate like hundreds of them in different colors and they would just bounce around your screen really crazy. And then as the weeks progressed, we made it more and more complex, and so by the last stage we could enter in different kinds of qualities that we wanted the ball to have. So I think one that my partners and I did was a shrinking ball. So once it generates, it slowly shrinks down until it just disappears. Or we had balls that were bound by gravity, so it actually only bounced on the bottom edge of the screen. Or we had balls that would stick together if it collided with another ball. So you would start out with a lot of them, and then eventually they would all clump up and bounce together. And you could also change the ball itself. So if you wanted it to be like a square, a rectangle, or by the end of it, we even had it so you could add images. So we had like different kinds of planets bouncing around. And I think that was definitely a really cool project, especially because it was one of the first times we had like a graphical user face that we could see as a result of our coding, because a lot of times before that, it was a lot of like just text-based results. Like you could print hello world, you know, and it would appear on the screen, but it's not the same as like seeing super colorful balls bouncing around across the screen. I'm really big on graphic design. I did yearbook in high school, and then I have a job on campus now, working as a graphic designer for various departments on campus. A lot of my job is actually to make stickers, so here's some examples. This is my residential college. This is a cool holographic sticker. That's a style bike. It's related to one of the events at my college. This is a little Happy Hollandaise holiday sticker. I'm hoping to combine my passion for graphic design as well as my computer science major to go into UI UX, which is user interface and user experience design. So it's basically like making sure that the websites you use look good, but also are usable. Not to take yourself too seriously. You know, you're still young, like you still have a lot of your life ahead of you. So I would say, don't worry about what other people think. Just like try new things, be adventurous, don't be afraid. And you never know if you find something that you really love. And then if you start doing that at a really young age, then you can only get better with time.